How about that? The loser woman epidemic. Oh, that's gonna be funny, right? I hope it's going to be funny. Oh my god, I so hope. Wait, Coney counts as a loser woman? Oh well, we will see.
Are you? Have you ever thought or dreamed of someone that could pierce through your emotional guard? That there will come a special someone who will see past your flaws and your struggles and unconditionally love you? Perchance, are you a
There is no unconditional love. Get that out of your mind. Not even your mother loves you unconditionally. I mean, if she does, wow, you are lucky, but don't bet on it. And yes, cute.
super insecure, frequently rejected, terminally online, sexually frustrated woman? If the answer is yes, you are actually in demand.
Wait. I have to get that again. I think I misunderstood things.
Your struggles and unconditionally love you. Perchance, are you a super insecure, frequently rejected, terminally online, sexually frustrated woman? If the answer is yes, you are actually in demand.
Oh boy.
I made entire tirades about how men are super lonely and want to be manipulated because that's how they figure they can get a relationship these days. What I failed to tell you is that actually in recent times, women have become arguably even bigger wrecks. Underneath the caste of pathetic, stupid men that wants to be manipulated is the woman who rejects all societal prospects and wish the women never had rights. Some women want to go back into this because the world is harder now. The women who fought for their rights and wanted a world similar to the great economic rise of the Western world, where women can work easily as men and be able to thrive just as easily the way they used to in the 60s. That world doesn't exist anymore. In today's age...
Yes, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And a fun fact. So World War II America, you know, all the men have to go to war. So the woman started working in the factories. And guess what? Working in a factory is hard. So they didn't like that. So when the men all came back, the women all went out of the factories, got married and had kids, and were stay-at-home moms. Work is hard. Men don't like working. They do that because they have to. And now we have, well, not now, for feminism. Women think, oh yeah, I want to work, I want to have a career, I want all these things. But these things are hard. Most people don't have careers. The majority of people just have a job, you know, to pay bills. That's the only reason they work. Not because they want to, but because they have to. And then we have women. Oh my god, I'm so awesome. Look at me, I have a career. And then they work some low-end job that someone in elementary school could do. Literally. The only things you need for that is basic math, reading and writing skills. Which, to be fair, in America now is kind of getting rare. Man, America. It's not looking good for you. But same goes for Europe.
Both men and women are so fucked, and women want to unfuck themselves and lob the responsibility over back to men. And I honestly respect it. It's so fucking funny. It's a little bit of an extreme conclusion, especially since I do not have any research paper to back it up, but my sample size of 5 high-functioning women IRL, shoe on head, and the trad wife trend gave me this impression, and I think that's enough to judge the entire female population off of.
Of course it is. Of course. Always. One of the dumbest things I've heard anyone say in my entire life was a social worker, a woman. And to be a social worker in Germany, you have to get a degree in social work, which is a college or university degree. I don't remember it entirely. And she said to me that every person has their own average IQ. It's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Not understanding how IQ works, not understanding how average works. One of the dumbest things I've ever heard anyone saying. The other thing, stupid thing I've heard someone say is that the entirety of North America is the United States of America, because it's the United States of America, right? So it's everything there. And no, that wasn't a woman, that was a dude. And when someone tried to tell him, no, it's not, and here's why, he went aggressive. Yeah.
At the same time, it's also a form of extreme feminism, when you think about it. Or maybe extreme traditionalism, but so extreme it ends up being feminist? I don't know. Men want to go back to traditionalism so badly? Have at it. In this world, you go to wars, work, and address our survival, biological, and psychological needs while we...
That's in feminism too. The men go to war and all this stuff, but women don't. That's literally how it is.
Sit at home, take care of the kids, and indulge in our neat hobbies. A subgenre of women who may not...
She paved the way for all the other Girlfailures. Okay. I don't even remember the show. I tried to watch it when I was a kid, teenager, and I found it extremely boring. Extremely.
harbor such extreme opinions, who still indulge in this kind of behavior though, are what is known as a girl failure, or femcels for the ones that are more extreme versions of this. Good for nothing women who make too many mistakes, are social rejects, say silly things, and have no prospect in life. You might have seen that there are a massive uptick of them in the past 5 years.
AKA VTubers. And yes, there has been a massive uptick.
Particularly in VTubing, where their numbers have basically cemented it as an actual trope. Women have the traditional role of the submissive, graceful, and emotional half of a typical relationship. They are the homemakers, the cleaners, the kid raisers, the cooks. This role developed traits in women that make it easier and more efficient to contribute to society, and these can take forms in different ways such as empathy, so they can connect, intuition to sense danger, and sensitivity to foster peace. But these traits don't necessarily
He's actually right there. Actually right.
translate to positive experiences for themselves and for others all the time.
Of
Empathy
course
can
not.
allow a woman to allow abuse or get taken advantage of. Intuition
Yes, and politicians use that perfectly. That's why women always vote for the worst kind of people. Like Hitler. And I mean it literally. The number one voter group for Hitler were women. Yeah, the more you know.
can sometimes lead to overthinking, often leads to overthinking. Sensitivity can make them overreact. And girl failures know and are often self-aware of these exaggerated negative traits. They know they can overreact, they know they overthink too much, and that they even get manipulated a little too easily. Girl failures are known for having one of these traits: low confidence, neediness, and probably having a mental illness or four.
Is having a mental illness not the standard for modern women? Isn't it? Low confidence and neediness, that's fine. I can work with that in a woman. You know? You can marry a woman like that and everything is fine. Everything is fine. If you marry a woman like that, you're fucked.
Triggers a lot of emotions in many types of people. So if you actually are a girl failure, the plus EV move is to actually broadcast this to the world, because a lot of people react in different ways, and most of those ways can and will benefit you in some sort of way.
Yeah.
Certain types of high-performing men will see you as adorable and something to be taken care of, and potentially give you money and attention that can help you out, with certain strings attached, of course. Whereas low-performing, inept men will see you as relatable and even approachable, so you can farm.
Yes, exactly. He's right. Absolutely. 100%. But if you are a man failure, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. You will not find, you know, a woman that wants to take care of you. Unless she's mentally ill. Then, yeah, of course, but you should stay away of that. I mean, I don't feel terrible about both of them. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Why would you? Why would you? Don't feel bad for people that, kind of choose to be a failure. Being from a country that isn't either of them. Oh, you mean... Oh, I completely misread that. You're still talking about America versus the rest of the world.
Attention and what little money they have. Other particular kinds of women, they get a reference to compare down to or have said girl failures acts as a frame of relatability. If you are a girl failure, you are unironically in a good position in the internet to start farming. Perceived vulnerability is a weapon that manipulators use, and not only do you have that, you can wield it more effectively because it's real. In fact, it's the meta. Why do you think a lot of VTubers and female content creators pretend to be more stupid than they actually are? Well, some of them are kind of stupid. I say that
Yes.
But I imagine a decent number of them aren't actually stupid. You have any idea how intelligent you have to be to cleanly run a brand and a business reliant on keeping up appearances? The social and emotional awareness and soft skills to make sure you don't get fucked is something most creators do not have. There was a trend in Twitter recently. VTubing versus IRL job.
Oh no, Twitter. Oh god. Why do we care what people on Twitter say?
The trend is self-explanatory, and I swear, a lot of these women are in super fascinating occupations that you would think them entering VTubing actually harms them more than it helps. Obviously, most of the people in this thread are unemployed, which further proves my point. The meta goes so hard right now that actually intelligent women who act smart are punk rock and serves as a counterculture to women pretending to be stupid. Though maybe I am generalizing. Maybe some of these women and streamers aren't running the brand themselves and have—
Of course, Pippa was there. Of course, yeah. And yes, yeah. I know Pippa. Of course I do. Of course I know Pippa.
a manager to do the non-fun stuff, or rely on an agency to do so. Maybe part of the reason they are so relatable and engaging is because their girl failure-ness is actually genuine. After all, it's VTubing. This is an industry with a huge concentration of anime fans from way back, the shut-ins, the losers from high school, both men and women who got bullied and societally exiled for liking Japanese cartoons, and them becoming a VTuber could just be their attempt at finding genuine relationships. At first, it may not be about the money, but the community. That's how even the biggest people like Minato Aqua and Iron Mouse started VTubing. That's why they are in demand in this particular niche. Perhaps a lot of us are just looking for a connection due to an inability to do so IRL. People try to give and receive.
Is this just a dump truck of buttocks? I think it is.
Something. Yet at the same time, that's how girl failures can be the best manipulators or cause of their own doom, because they genuinely believe in what they say and are often driven by instinct and emotion rather than logic or thinking things through.
Yes, but that's because they are girls, not because they're girl failures. They're just being a woman. Oh, he's being sexist.
Loneliness can be sated by the constant attention, so they seek a harem of other lonely men. Their self-confidence and joy can become tied to numbers, and those numbers will dictate her mood on any given day. They can start living vicariously in the internet and have that be the basis of their own reality rather than what is happening outside, similar to what incels do. E-cheating, public mental breakdowns, anxiety attacks from criticism, attacking back from criticism. These 4 examples are only 4 of many instances that a girl's stupid cute brain can harm themselves and others.
We have watched a lot of videos on this channel where VTubers went nuts. Completely nuts. And it's glorious making fun of that. It's glorious. I love it. Because they always get what they deserve.
They're not malicious, they're just stupid. And to a fair few people, that justifies or completely excuses what they've done. Yet at the same time, isn't that kind of the appeal of the sad girl? Like I said earlier, their aura activates the desire in men to feel needed, to either fix them or gives them happiness or comfort them, while other women find relatability or comfort in these similar flaws. It's not a universal thing. Some men will find that pathetic and avoid them, and some women can exploit that and mean girl the fuck out of them. But we are in an industry where it's more okay to coddle than to criticize.
Yeah.
Which begs the next question. Is that a good thing?
Yeah.
Well, yes and no. It's all about execution, how this girl failure-ness is being shown, performative or not. And you, as a girl failure or a fan of a girl failure, can pick your poison and ultimately what you want to represent. The doomer, the femcel, and the degenerate.
Oh boy. The degenerate. Oh yeah. Bow the whale. Absolutely bow the whale. Yep. 100% bow. Oh, C-word.
The doomer is, as the name suggests, people who doom posts and doom scrolls all the time. The consumption of all sorts of negative content in the internet mixed in with unstable environments can create a severe pessimistic outlook on not just the doomer's own future, but the future of the world in general. They are anxious or depressed about the world, yet accepting about whatever kind of collapse that will inevitably happen. Some doomers would even want the world to end already just so they'd be done with it. Well, yes, they do express this in...
That's, man, living like that is just sad. It's literally sad. Please, if you're a doomer, go for a walk. Just go for a walk. That's all you need to do, just go for a walk. Go look at certain trees. Go look at birds and butterflies. A little bit of happiness. Just do that.
Typical depression fashion like rotting on their beds and doom scrolling on social media, VTubers can often express this by memes, projecting a certain doomer aesthetic, utter negativity, and most recognizably, edgy humor. But like, the safe kind of edgy humor. Crony, I think, is the perfect example of this. It's why she is on the thumbnail. Detachment, self-deprecation, and nihilism are often the markers of a doomer. And when coupled with a hot, deep mommy voice, it becomes more than...
Yeah. The hot, deep mommy voice. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Yeah, that's what we want. I'm in a way. I'm a little bit in a way. Yeah, but he's right. Yeah. The hot, deep mommy voice. Yeah. Yes, just yes.
And alluring, triggering a certain protective need and to affirm to the person that everything is okay and will be okay. The masculine urge to save a depressed woman seconds away from suicide kind of vibes. That despite joking about how much life is meaningless and that how she wants to kill herself, she is wanted and loved. The reaction of a doomer when faced with this kind of response is confusion. Either it is an eye roll because they just don't believe it, or genuine warmth because they've rarely experienced it before. Crony expresses both. There is a sense that she wants to be loved but not beg for it. She wants to be comforted but not request it. She wants to keep you at arm's length but still wants you around, and that's why it keeps people hooked. A sense of being needed. This makes it attractive. You want to fix Crony. That cold, hard, and difficult to pierce exterior is a challenge because you want to reach her soft interior.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Oh, yeah. Now, of course he has to make it dirty. Of course. But yes, that's also true. That's also true. Yes. The warm, soft interior, yes. It feels nice. I guess.
The harder the task, the more satisfying, after all. She would say that she likes you little, I'm not sad anymore, or even I wanna kill myself with you. The absurdity of those statements, that special mix of humor and melancholy, tickles a man's need to care, to commune, and to also shitpost. These statements are a man's prize in the pursuit of the mentally ill, the prospects that whatever you're doing is helping them and that it's helping you too. If you are a doomer yourself, you might find her relatable and perfect. Someone who sees the same absurdity happening in the world and feels the same kind of resignation to just let things be. This shared existential dread is the same kind of dread that makes you want to walk to the ocean together with someone, to laugh as the world explodes around you, to just let the world pass by and remember you not, except each other.
Yeah.
The femcel is similar to the doomer, where they...
Oh, the femcel. Oh my god, yeah, there's so many femcels. Oh, Jesus. And a lot of them worked at Bethesda. Oh, thank God they got fired.
feel insecure and feel undeserving of love, but whereas the doomer is more existential and cosmic detachment, the femcel's problem is more driven by instinct and self. A woman who hates society but still wants to participate in it in a way.
Of course.
A femcel is a woman who struggles to find a romantic partner or feel like they are unlovable. Because of such, they resort to the internet and use more explicit humor to cope with that. They are often the
I can
more
see
in
that,
need
yeah.
of validation and attention. They seek a certain sense of control and, quite frankly, is more honest about what they want compared to the doomer. In fact, honesty is kind of the point. You've seen in many fiction and stories that awkward, bumbling idiot women are a common trope. So are volatile, impulsive women being commonly seen as villains. Femcels tend to subvert those flaws and spend them into something positive. Awkward idiot women are honest, they just want to be useful and to communicate without knowing how. That earnestness and vulnerability is attractive. Volatile, unstable women are honest. They've had bad environments growing up and struggle for the control and attention they seek without fuming. This vulnerability and earnestness is attractive. It creates a sense of unguardedness that men and other women cannot help but appreciate or exploit. It's why both are drawn to them in the internet, especially in VTubing. This may come off as a
Oh shit. That crazy bee. Man, that character is so crazy. She's nuts. And that's why so many people love her. Oh man. It's crazy. Why does everyone love the crazy bitches? Why? Oh right, because they're good in the sheets.
seeky too. Although, the other half of femceldom are actually more of an isolationist, reclusive type, those that just wants to also financially exploit men. In a world where women are often judged by their looks, and their value declared based on their physique, femcels have the same problem as incels. Because IRL, the femcels may be fat asses or ugly, but in the internet, specifically with VTubing, just use an anime character and you're done. They want the same kind of connection and security that a lot of us seek, and they think we can get and find such things in the internet. And this active seeking of attention and wanton openness for intimacy is a comb of honey for the hungry, sexually frustrated bear, a piece of meat for the hungry wolf, especially to others who may wish to lick their own wounds or find connection with somebody who shares the same wavelength and status. This
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, men are desperate to be connected with someone, especially a woman that is, just like them. But I feel that's true for basically everyone. Wanting to have someone that's just like them, that understands them. I think that's just natural. And then you have modern women, and they, sex figures, six pack, 6 inches, blah, 6 feet, all that stuff. Yeah.
honesty is something we seek in a relationship. The humor is a spice, the relatability a bonding agent. If only we can find a femcel in the real world so they can stop being involuntarily celibate together, so that they may finally graduate and grow out of their crippling.
The thing is, femcels don't wanna date incels. And well, to be fair, incels would basically date every woman. Because, that we men are very simple. We see woman wants us, we go crazy. If we realize that woman wants us, I mean, in this day and age, you have to be very, 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 very careful. The degenerates, bow.
The degenerates are the less of the
Perfect. This is perfect. We talk about degenerate woman, Girlfailures, and it's Bao. Of course it's Bao. Who else would it be? Yeah.
sad girly of the girl failures and more of the girls that just are freaky and stupid. I think you'll recognize the types. Whether that be the 1000th time Bao has declared to the world that she wants to be impregnated by a furry animal and get scammed, the absurd antics of Gigi Murin or whatever the fuck Mari Mari is supposed to be, she's all through.
Goldfish Princess. That's what Mari Mari _en is. A goldfish princess.
It's the types that embrace their stupidity or love being stupid despite not being actually an idiot. This embrace can come into the
Yeah, making stupid fun things. Yes, that's... Hello? That's literally what men do all the time. What's the problem here? Having stupid fun, yeah, that's fine.
form of being openly horny and seductive, expressing their deepest, most degenerate behaviors and kinks because they are big hot anime women with big tits and they know people want that.
Yeah.
Or the quote, ironic references to obscure or based source material. Or the people that openly embrace the weirdness of VTubing as a medium and base their content and personality off of that. I think this is the easiest to love because degeneracy can come into many forms and it doesn't serve one particular niche or type of obscure attraction. Instead, it appeals to multiple, all at the same time. It's an embrace to the absurd, who understand the medium and take advantage of it in the best ways. The failure in Girlfailure becomes part of the greater plan instead of something labeled or built into them. So much so that the term EN curse, an error or scuff caused by technical issues, is genuinely to be expected in any indie or corpo VTuber communities. Because it is the most common type of girl failure, I don't think I need to explain this much.
Yeah.
These women picture perfectly reflects all the flaws of a stereotype.
Oh, why is Shonda here? Shonda is not girl failure. She's just a girl. She's just a girl. Well, is she a girl failure? I'm not sure. But I'm sure about that she's cute, but that's not the point here.
Woman. And
Not
I think
the
the
point.
fact that there is an industry filled to the brim with these types of women is really only a testament to the acceptance of these flaws in present time and the rise of the subculture. And I think
Sure.
we can find comfort in that. That there's a subculture where flawed women can find community together and find appreciation, not just from other women, but also other flawed men. The real
Well, yeah, the majority of the audience is men. Because look at them. They look cute, and that's all it's needed to make men want to watch them. Literally, men are that simple. Men are so incredible simple. It's not even funny how simple men are. It's interesting, but not necessarily funny.
world right now is a game of public appearance and reputation. But here in this comfy spot, we have a space where we don't reject our flaws but accept them and even find them attractive. And I think that's why the girl failures are so special. They are wholeheartedly themselves, whether they are more explicit or implicit about it, whether they are hated or liked by the internet or the real world. We aren't attracted to these women because we want to fix or change them, though we think we do. I think we like them because they are imperfectly perfect the way they are. Girl Failures is its own...
That's a good way to say it. Perfectly What? Perfectly... what? I forgot. Oh my god, my brain is not working. My brain is stopped working. Oh, Jesus. Oh no, brain stopped working. Me dumb. Me stupid.
counterculture to a world where women want to be girl bosses, in a world where women pressure themselves for a standard set by others, and in this kind of world, be punk rock. Be unapologetically cringe. Be unapologetically free. Hi, thanks for watching the video. You see
Good
these
video.
boards? They are really nice boards, and you get to be on them if you become a member or sub to my Patreon. Exclusive videos, uncensored videos, early videos are released there first before anywhere else. And, I needed to pay my groceries. So, thank you. Watch another video now. Bye-bye!
Why the eye go face? Why? Why? Why did you think that? Man, anime fans. That's literally just it. Anime fans. Thank God I'm not one of them anymore. Yes, anymore. But I still... Wait, I haven't watched anime in weeks. Oh my. No, in I think in 2 months? 3? Oh, Jesus. And I don't even miss it. I don't even miss it. Well, I miss the animated tatas, but that's a different discussion. I can have that from somewhere else, right? Right. Okay, man. What was I even talking about? I don't even remember. I got distracted by drawn movies. Yeah, that was a video, right? But yeah, I agree that, you know, all these girl failures, yeah, they attract a certain kind of people. The most obsessed and mentally ill kind of people, actually. Which seemingly includes me, because I watch Pipkin Pippa and Mari Mari. Well, actually, I only watch clips of Mari Mari. But yeah, how about we end this video? How about we do that before I say and do things that I will regret? uh, I think I have to go and watch some hentai. And with that, we are at the end of this video. I have to go watch hentai. Let me know in the comments if you, after watching this video, need to go and watch some hentai. And if you want to see more of this stupid stuff, subscribe. Bye bye.